So recently, we got an email from a viewer who has a problem with his Facebook Marketplace listings. So basically, he said, my Facebook Marketplace listings have zero views. I have 47 great products, but no sale in 9 months. Think about that. 9 months, no click, no dollar in my pocket. So is Facebook showing my products at all? So this is what we are going to discuss into this conversation, and we are going to provide answers to this viewer. So if you are interested in this conversation and you would like to contribute, please also stick around till the end.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower with a stinging kind of beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Story Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Into this conversation, we have a situation. So an audience member is asking for help. So basically, he said, my Facebook Marketplace listings have zero views. I have 47 great products, okay? So the products are really great. No sale in 9 months, no click, nothing, okay? So basically, the question is Facebook showing his products at all? So let's first start here. What's really going on? So Josh, we, as promised, we will talk about your case here, but we will not reveal your identity. So Josh, you are a 38-year-old male living in New York City. So you've been on Facebook Marketplace since 2019. So it's been a while now. It's been a couple of years. So normally you should be making some cash or at least seeing some activity in your Facebook Marketplace shop. So you are a part-time e-commerce seller. In other words, you don't do this on a full-time basis. I'm actually just explaining your background to the whole, to all our viewers. I mean, our viewers are very smart, and we believe that they can also pitch in. They can actually comment below if they see that you are doing something wrong. So I'm just summarizing your situation for all viewers to actually pitch in. Okay. So you sell sneakers and streetwear. So on your Facebook Marketplace, you sell sneakers and streetwear. So this is kind of cool. And the cool thing here is that even though you are located in New York, you target a national audience. So you don't care. It's not a tri-state thing like, Connecticut, New Jersey, and the surrounding states. No, you really want to target a national audience. That's fine. You don't have an ad budget yet, so you don't advertise on Facebook yet. And you are planning a YouTube channel soon. And I'll probably need to come back to that because it looks like you're doing a lot of stuff, but you have to have a programmed approach. You need to have a logical approach. Okay. So you are also on eBay, which is really good. So basically, just to summarize your situation right now, you are on eBay. You plan to be on YouTube to have a YouTube channel. I'm not sure if you are opening a YouTube channel or you're going to do a collab with another channel. In other words, promote your products on another channel. That's something else you can explore, but you don't have an ad budget. So you don't advertise at all, and you sell sneakers and streetwear. So this is about it. Now, if I missed anything, please, Josh, you can always pitch in. Later on, you can comment on this video and explain everything further to all the viewers. Okay, first things first, before we get into the nitty-gritty here. First things first, is your Facebook shop in good standing? Because you talked about, I have no views and whatnot, but the question is your Facebook shop in good standing at all? Because that's very important. Now, is your own Facebook account, your personal Facebook account, also in good standing? Those are strongly correlated because the thing is that, maybe Facebook is a shadow banning you. Facebook does that all the time. In other words, for those who don't understand, shadow banning occurs when your post or activity are not viewable, to other users, but you have not received an official ban or notification. So in most cases, the user can still see their own content and have no idea no one else can see their post. So this could be a possibility here. So Josh, I think you really need to investigate this very, very carefully, because if you are just sitting around and thinking that nobody's watching your listings, maybe because Facebook has chosen not to show them not to show those listings to them. Okay, so let me just give you a very simple piece of advice. you want to ask your family and close friends to see if they see your listings. In other words, you can just be there, while they just log into their account, and just give them the link. You can give them the link to your listings, let's say via email, and ask them to click on that link to see if the link will redirect them to your listings. This is very simple proof. This will provide proof of whether or not you are shadow banned or not, because this could be a possibility. Okay, and I just hope that in the past your personal Facebook account has not received any kind of official note from Facebook. This is also important. Also, the question I want to ask here is that, are you selling something illegal or counterfeit? I mean, you told me that you are selling. You told our team that you are selling sneakers and streetwear. But the problem is, are you selling anything that is that might infringe somebody else's copyright? Because you don't know. I mean, those big brands. If you are just taking a big let's say the accessories from a big brand, then you could have an IP infringement problem. So are you selling that? You didn't mention that in your email, but again, I'm not asking rhetorical questions here. I'm very serious. So Josh, if you want to answer, you can answer in the comment section below, or you can just send us an email. Okay, that's okay. And the thing I want to ask you also is that, are the shoes that you are selling, are they legit? In other words, where do you buy them? Where do you buy those shoes from? Online, offline? Those are really important things. Be careful, Josh. You got to be really careful. The thing is, before I give you our solutions, you have to understand that Facebook Marketplace itself has a few negatives, okay? And you didn't ask me to give you the negatives, but it's important because as I'm showing you how to go back, how to come back to profitability, you need to understand, you need to have a clear idea of some of I would say, quote unquote, the darker sides of Facebook marketplaces, okay? First thing first, purchases are not protected. Okay, Facebook does not verify any sale items, so the process is built predominantly on trust. So the only purchase protection offered is when you buy shipped items from Facebook shops using the checkout systems. Okay, so items purchased for local pickup or using a peer-to-peer payment method like Zelle, PayPal, Apple Pay, or Venmo are not covered. Very important to remember that. Okay, and so Facebook does not vet buyers and sellers. They don't do that. So posting on the platform is simple for a reason. Facebook does not verify products or vet buyers and sellers, which opens up the platform for scammers and junk. So, when you start getting sales again, make sure that you look out for those elements, because if you haven't made a sale in a while, then you really need to understand that there are a lot of scammers out there, okay? And most people don't like strangers showing up on their doorstep unless they are holding a giant check with the resident's name on it. And hassling with arranged meeting places can be time consuming and even dangerous when you think about that. I'm talking to you now about safety concerns when it comes to Facebook Marketplace, okay? And you also have to understand that there are some fees that also can creep into your profitability, okay? So, listing fees, seller fees, okay? Those are important. And one thing I want to say is that Facebook is a giant marketplace. It's a giant platform with nearly 2 billion people, and getting recognized is very difficult. Unless you have to really do something, you need to invest in advertising. I will speak about that later on, okay? And one thing I also want to say here is that you don't have a digital store really, because this feature allows buyers to sell random items on Facebook Marketplace. You can sell about anything. So again, you got to be really careful. You have to be careful about the platform on which you are selling, Josh. Okay. Now I'm going to nurture you back into profitability. Our team has concocted for you a recipe that will help you bring back those profitable years, or profitable months, or profitable weeks and days. So just stick around. First solution idea number one. Solution idea, the very first thing you want to do, you want to upload a clear photo of the items. And this might sound like basic, but whatever you are selling 47 items. Please start with 1 or 2 or 3. I want you to start with a smaller quantity, okay? And apply the specific pieces of advice I'm giving you right now. Apply this specific advice to those 3 or 4 or 5 products. You want to upload a clear photo of the items. Very important. Okay. Facebook Marketplace only has a visual medium to sell the items. Therefore, you really have to put effort into photography. Very important. You want to ensure you post pictures of your items that will sell and make someone want to buy it. Okay. Very important. You want to write an accurate title for the listing. Facebook use technology and algorithms to sort listings into categories like many other marketplaces. Okay, they use these algorithms to make the searching process easier for the buyer. So in addition, if utilized correctly, it will help the seller make sales. Very important. You want to add a description on the listing. Josh, the thing is, the selling sneakers and streetwear on Facebook is very competitive, especially in New York. I mean, you are based in New York, and it's highly competitive. So for you to actually stand out, you will need to do extra. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, just forget about the 47 products you have. You want to take 1, 2, or 3, right, and apply this advice religiously. Upload a clear photo, write an accurate title. You want to add a description on the listing. You want to include tags. Tags are important because tags are designed to help you improve searches on the marketplace. Remember, Facebook has an algorithm, and Facebook has a search engine. The marketplace has a search engine. Okay, you want to include dimensions. You understand? Shoe buyers love to have a clear idea of what they are buying, so you want to include dimensions. Very important. Okay, add the shipping information also, because you told us that you are targeting a national audience. So if you're not selling the tri-state area in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, then you need to include shipping information. Okay, and it's always a great idea to add a small amount to your price and include shipping. That way, the client just gets his or her shoes at home. You want to use a secure electronic payment service or credit card. As I said before, you can use PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, and whatnot. The bottom line is you need to be organized. Very important. So solution number 1, you want to update everything about the product itself on the platform. Solution idea number 2. Josh, you need to beef up your storytelling. Right now, we have no idea how you make your sales. I mean, you actually sent us the link to your store. We're not going to show it because you told us not to show it on screen. But one thing you have that's not going for you is that you have no storytelling. What is your story? You're not trying to impress, sellers. Viewers, purchasers. You're just listing boots and sneakers, and that's it. There's no story. Come on, Josh. You really have to show passion here. You want to show interest. You got to have interest for the client to really know, oh, wow, this person really understands the game, the sneaker game. Okay, know your market. Who is your market audience? I mean, we know your market audience. We answered you via email before, but you wanted us to. We chose your story to actually make up a whole video so that others can learn from you too. But see, the thing is, your communication is there is a disconnect. There is a dichotomy. There is a contradiction between your communication, if at all, and your target audience. You are targeting a younger generation, a younger audience, and you just posting pictures and no passion at all. Storytelling, Josh. Storytelling, very important. How do you communicate? The words you use, the tone you use. I mean, you cannot be using the Harvard or MIT like communication when you are talking to a younger folks, especially younger folks who are trying to buy sneakers. Okay, no. So you need to really think about that. It's very important that you really have the right the right communication. You need to tell a story. You want to concoct stories around your sneakers. That's why I'm just telling you, you want to start with one. Don't you try to apply this to 47 products. No, start with one, go through trials and errors, learn from your mistake, and then apply. And then you want to mass produce or you want to mass communicate. Okay, and think about it. Whether you're on Facebook, Craigslist, YouTube, or other platforms, you need to communicate. And once you start communicating properly, and it's not about just writing long paragraphs. No, you can write short sentences that are very punchy, using the right code, using the right words. Okay, But you gotta show passion. You gotta tell sneaker buyers why your sneakers are unique. It's not about, again, I'm telling you, you are in a very competitive market. And for you to stand out, you gotta do more. You can't just be posting pictures and expecting folks to actually start buying your sneakers because they are so wonderful. No, Josh, you can be better. You must do better. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about Josh's problem, and we have a situation with Josh. And he's a 38-year-old male in New York City, and he's been on Facebook Marketplace since 2019. He's a part-time e-commerce seller. He sells sneakers and streetwear, and the problem is that he has no sale. Okay, he targets a national audience. Very good. Okay, solution idea number 3. The thing is that you have to really be in a situation where you are constantly innovating. Okay, it's not just about telling a story anymore. It's about having an ounce of humor. What I'm trying to say here is that you tell a story, okay, that's fine. But what is the passion? Where is the passion? Where is the joy? Where is the enthusiasm? Because we see a lot of Facebook Marketplace stores or shops. They communicate well, okay, but where's the emotion? You gotta connect. You gotta find a way to connect with your audience, okay? And they talk about buy, telling folks all day long they have to buy. No, but the thing is, you gotta tell stories. You gotta show some humor. You gotta show passion. Very important. And also, you want to put the right price onto the right item. My question to you is that if you are getting no views. The question is, are you actually selling within your range in terms of pricing at all? Or are you just trying to make a quick buck? You're trying to become multimillionaire overnight? Because the thing is that Facebook's algorithm is supposed to show the most competitively priced items to viewers. So if they realize that you are always out of the range for similar products, let's say all your competitors are selling sneakers around 200 or 150, and you are selling yours at 600, then they're not going to show them. They're not going to show those listings to viewers, to Facebook users. So very important to price your items right. Okay, if you want to improve your views, very important. Now you need to do some pricing research before posting your listing, so that you're not overpricing or underpricing. Okay, so you want to see on Facebook Marketplace similar posts and see how much they charge, so you can actually price appropriately. Solution idea number 4, and this is an important one. You need to boost your listing. I know you have no ad budget yet, but the thing is, you gotta really invest in advertising. I don't care how you do it, but you gotta start somewhere. $5 a day, $3 a day, but you gotta start somewhere. If you have no ad, you can probably start with $5 a day, and you can do it for 1 week, and you can stop. The good thing about Facebook advertising is you can actually control it. You set a budget, and we actually advise you to set a very low budget. It's not about just you want to control things, especially if you have a lower budget, because you haven't talked to us about how you are faring on other platforms, okay? And because you said you are also on eBay, which is really interesting, because how do you fare on eBay? Are you more successful on eBay than on Facebook Marketplace? And on top of that, you are a part-time e-commerce seller, which means you probably have a full-time job, and this is just a side gig for you. But the thing here is you need to invest in advertising for your product to be seen, for Facebook to boost your listing. Very important, okay? And the thing here is that you have to understand now, boosting your listings means that you will pay Facebook to create an ad for your listing. This will help you. They will help actually prioritize your listing over your competition. This is how you emerge from such a competitive platform as Facebook. Okay, and also think about cross listing from Facebook Marketplace to other marketplaces. Yeah, because the whole thing here is that you want to improve your chances of being seen. So don't you just have a uni-channel, a single channel strategy. No, not at all. Okay, it's not about just doing that. So that's one thing you want to do. Also, you want to reevaluate after a week. The whole thing here is that you have to think about having a trial and error strategy. It's not just about doing one thing and just hoping it will work. No, you never know, because the thing is, the marketplace is so big that you got to really do a couple of iterations. You got to do trials and errors until you make sure that you have a strategy that really works. Very important to do it that way. Okay. And the thing is that, and you cannot blame your target audience for not wanting to buy something, let's say if there is a disconnect between your message and your target audience, they're not going to want to connect with you. So for instance, are you thinking about selling something about Christmas in April or June or July? No. Okay, so to attract more potential buyers, it's also a great idea to promote your listing on other channels like Instagram, okay, like YouTube, like eBay, like Pinterest. Very important. The more channels, the better. Thank you so much for your attention to this conversation, Josh. I hope we answered your question. Obviously, we are open. We can communicate with you via email. If you have questions, please, you can actually drop them below in the comment section, and we will answer you, or you can ask us privately via email. We'll also answer you. And we also ask our very smart and beloved viewers to actually also pitch in. If you have something to say about today's topic, this will be very helpful, because Josh has promised us he'll be reading all the comments under this video. So thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.